in your wine? Well, it's fine. None of it got in there. It's fine.
We did not think that through. If you are listening to us, I try to be cute with confetti, and I have an open container, so do the math. But also, Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, everybody! Happy New Year!
We are so excited to be back. You are listening to Bubble Bath Story. Oh wait, off camera. You are listening to Bubble Bath Stories, your favorite 15-minute podcast. I am your host, Nicky Trendz.
And I'm Manny Oso.
Oh, we've been gone for too long.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody needs a break.
Yes.
And we had a lot of things going on, with the holidays. It wasn't even just holiday stuff. We were just busy.
We're burnt out.
Yeah.
We don't just do the podcast. We work jobs.
We do.
And try to adult the best way we can.
And we just got people pulling us from all ends.
Yeah, we're just too popular.
Yeah.
That's our problem. You know who's not very popular right now?
Who?
Southwest Airlines.
Oh my God, what a way to start the year. Am I right? Some people are just now getting home at the start of this recording.
I mean, rumor has it, as of this recording, they have somehow found normalcy again.
And somehow found their luggage.
If you don't know what we're talking about, let's just clue you in. So Southwest Airlines, which is like right in the middle of like Delta and JetBlue, like below them, but also higher than Spirit and Frontier.
Yeah.
And believe it or not,
They're the discount airline, right?
Yeah.
And they purchased the discount airline too.
Well, believe it or not, they actually have a reputation of being able to handle crises.
Uh-huh.
Is that how you say crises?
Crises.
And have great customer service reputation.
Mm-hmm.
Which is odd because what we witnessed over the last Christmas holiday break were a lot of people being stranded home. I mean, a record 13,000 flights.
It's nuts how it climbed so dramatically fast to that too. It started out with just a couple thousand, which is still a lot.
Yeah.
But it doubled and then tripled and went all the way to 13. That is a lot of flights to cancel. That's a lot of planes that just stood there, didn't move.
I mean, this is again why.
Yeah.
And don't really travel during the holidays.
It's pretty crazy,
This is a prime example of why I stay my ass home.
Truth be told, and I'm sure there are a major handful of people who were going through a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right, kind of first world problems. In many cases, when we travel, we do choose to travel.
Yes.
So when we choose to travel on a holiday, I mean, you're kind of taking a chance.
Which is why I do not take chances.
Yeah. Okay.
It's as simple as that.
The 26th, steer clear.
Listen,
the 24th, steer clear.
I'm not talking about the people who are stranded on vacation in fucking Puerto Rico or somewhere fabulous.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the people who are stuck in places like
Ohio, in the middle of the country where nothing is going on, right?
And they fucking can't just easily get to their accommodations, or it's not going to be easy for them to stay there for that amount of time. I'm thinking about those people.
There were also people who were currently on connecting flights and got stuck at their connection spot.
Yeah.
So these are people who had no idea they were going to have to find a hotel. That most of them had their baggage checked, so they didn't have their clean clothes with them.
I mean, have you seen those pictures of all the luggage? And you're like, but where are the people who own the luggage? How did the luggage get here? But the people aren't.
When you look for an explanation, a lot of fingers get pointed to this old system that they have.
I'm so happy you brought that up.
Yeah, and this old system. Well, what do you know about it?
So, a pilot for Southwest for 35 years, Larry Larnero, he actually put out this whole Twitter thread. And basically what he was saying was, the first guy who was the CEO Herb Kelleher.
Yeah.
Great boss. He knew about the day-to-days. He knew who was responsible for the day-to-days.
Yeah.
He was like the guy who actually came up with the system.
Yeah.
That Southwest was using.
That they're using to success.
Exactly.
Okay.
2004, he retires. That same year, Gary Kelly becomes the new CEO. Now, Gary Kelly has no fucking idea what he's doing. He is an accountant by trade.
Can I stop you there? I hate hearing about these industry leading companies that end up getting brand new CEOs that have nothing to do with the industry they're running.
Yeah. An accountant? Like, that feels weird to me.
I mean, yeah, everything's numbers, but, you know, the company I work for right now, which is rents vehicles, hasn't been run by a vehicle company in a while. Right now it's run by a bank.
Shall I proceed?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So Gary, isn't about the day-to-day.
Yeah.
He's about the finance.
Okay.
Where can we save $1? Where can we get more for our $1? That kind of shit. How can we fuck over the employees legally?
Yeah.
While still making us monies. He in turn hires another accountant as the COO?
The operator?
Yes.
So basically they put accountants in charge of the travel company.
Neither have operational backgrounds.
And this is... So you got this pilot talking about that, right?
Yeah, and he is considered he's talking a lot about the frontline workers and how please don't be mad at them, which is true. Like, no one should be mad at the people at the airport,
definitely.
The flight attendant, the pilots. They are pissed off just like you because this system also affected their whole shit. But not only that, dear consumer, those people have nothing to do with what is happening. They are following orders.
But what is the system that everybody keeps talking about, though?
So it's some kind of system that's supposed to be able to communicate with the people, like the crew and pilots, about flight operations and.
It's the same one from the 90s. From what
it sounds really complicated. Well, listen to this. Okay, so. This guy is described as somebody who disengages. So, because he's disengaging, middle management's disengaging. And so, over time, the frontline workers are telling leadership, listen, there's something to brewing. And nobody listens to them. So, for 8 years, while Gary's in office, everything's running smoothly because of a system that Herb put together. Mm-hmm. That's 8 years. Then... mini meltdowns during mid to late 2010. So that means this has happened before.
Yeah.
We have not learned again from anything because it's happening right now. Okay, here's what happens. COVID, a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
Because they had 2 years. They were able to cut jobs and scale back. So it kind of hid...
Here's what I found.
So it kind of hid what was going on there. Anyway, that guy retires early 2022. Now you got a new CEO, Bob Jordan. This is the guy who's taking the fall and everybody's like, this is the guy who said he's going to jail. But here's the thing. It seems that he inherited this problem from the CEO before him.
Well, yeah. It seems as though they've stepped away each time more and more from an actual travel industry expert and gone more into analytical and accountants, basically, to run the show. From what I've read, too, a lot of it also had to do with this actual system that sets up their schedules and their flights.
Yes.
And that the system I was asking about, that this is actually... also connected to the fact that Southwest connects to a lot of smaller airlines and everything, and so it's such a fragile thing for them because one little flight delay or cancellation and your entire crew could be stuck in one city.
Right.
And so because they connect to so many smaller airlines and small little places like, there's no major airline going around Buffalo.
Right.
And so situations like that where they have nobody to get... Because here's the thing. When you got small towns, there's not a lot of people that work in the airline there. Mm-hmm. So if the only airports open are in towns where they don't have any employees, they got to delay more flights.
Yeah.
And so a lot of it had to also do with the fact that they were delaying flights that their airline employees were on, that they had to get on in order to get to the airport that they had to work at. So you had pilots and crew members waiting over the phone for like 9 hours, waiting to get an answer of where they were going to go. You had pilots sleeping at the airport. I never heard of that.
Which is an example of why you should not be yelling at these people. Like,
they were going through the same problem, yeah.
You were just frustrating yourself and them even more.
And so I think that's also where a lot of the actual stuff that they talk about, like they're gonna get, that the CEO and the company are gonna get fined and everything. I think a lot of it comes to that because it's like how do you not plan for things like that? You know, every other airline got back on track within a day.
Okay, but here's why. So everybody's trying to blame Bob Jordan, and he actually advocates for all of that stuff to be updated, infrastructure, the technology. But he didn't have time to do that before all of this happened. And so, one, you know, the Department of Transportation wants to do an investigation. Who are you doing an investigation on? Because it sounds like this problem's been happening way before this Bob Jordan guy came.
Yeah.
So, like, how is that even fair? Two, I do agree that airlines should be fined, but it's also up to us as consumers to know what we're allowed.
Yeah.
Like, that's the other thing. I don't read fine print. Hashtag thank God for fucking... No. Hashtag thank God for TikTok, social media. Because you have all these people who know the industry, who are giving hacks and, like, what you're owed and all that. Shout out to all of them. Check out the show notes. We got that for you. We'll put up some people that we've seen. But, you know, it's also up to us because they will scam us. Do you think that they're willingly going to give you money for your ticket?
I mean,
no.
There is a point in traveling where you have to be a savvy, knowledgeable traveler yourself. Yeah. If you can't make it to your connection flight, that's you. That's on you. If it's because it got canceled, then yeah, that's on the airport. That's on the airline. You know, there's something like if you get up to the ticket counter and you don't have all your stuff in your hand, you're currently delaying everyone else.
That's a little...
No, whatever. Every little thing counts though. What you're saying is that you have to be a savvy traveler yourself.
Well, I mean, knowing what you are owed in situations, not like things like that. Like that's, I'm talking about what you're owed as far as that.
I think you got to be ready with all that stuff because it's not like it's your first flight.
Okay, well you're going on a tangent. Anyway, but I will say this. So from the research that I've done, Southwest has... Legally, they have to give full refunds for all the flights that were canceled. So, yowzers to that.
Yeah.
But then they're doing something where they will honor reasonable reimbursements. Mm-hmm. So, there's no real... It's a little murky about what it would be. But it's alternate transportation. So, like car rental, if you had to buy an airline ticket from another company. Or, you know, meals, hotels. They are also, if for extreme delays and avoidable cancellations, you get rebooked with no additional fee. You get meal vouchers and hotel accommodations. So it does seem like they're taking care of the people who... I
mean, they're saying that's what they get. Now you got to be the person and get on the line and actually get those things.
Do you think they're not good for it?
No, I think it's going to be a lot harder than just saying, oh, they said that they'll refund me.
Oh, why do you say that? Like, what do you think is going to be so harder about it?
you obviously are gonna have to get on the phone or get on an email and get it all done.
I mean,
I don't believe it's gonna be an automatic thing.
Yeah.
If it is, that's gonna be the first time in the travel industry.
I will say this. I'm gonna swing back to this thought. There are a lot of videos of people baggage claim and just like tons and tons of baggage.
Yeah.
That personally for me gives me terrible anxiety, and it's a reason why I do not check my bag in. How many trips have we taken that I have not checked my bag in?
You don't check your bag in. Yeah.
I do not check my bag in. But the one time I did when I went to Europe, and what do you know? The fucking bag came hours later in a place I was only going to be in for 2 days. So I will say this. I was okay because I had my bathing suit underneath. I had an outfit in my carry-on, extra pair of underwear, and my toiletries. And God forbid my bag would have been a little late.
Yeah.
I would have been covered for at least 1 day. So that's my advice to you. In your carry-on, an extra outfit, your toiletries, your bathing suit underneath, some underwear and socks. Maybe 2 pairs of underwear, 2 socks.
You know, when I worked at the airport, I'm not... When I see people with those large bags, large, like, luggage...
Large.
Like you can sit people on top of that luggage...
Yeah.
That does not look like a fun trip. That's too much stuff.
That is. But sometimes, I get it, like, sometimes it's necessary. But it's just situations like that concern me. But also, I remember asking you, I thought the bags go under the plane you're in.
Yeah. So, I guess...
How did those bags get there without the people?
Because people were just now getting to their bags.
Like, how did that even happen?
I guess there's some planes that don't take bags.
I personally love JetBlue.
Yeah.
Then Delta. Then United.
Yeah.
Then American. And then I'm not going nowhere. It just wasn't meant to happen.
I mean...
Those are my rankings.
I don't mind driving places sometimes.
Ugh.
I think that's fine. You know, then you only have yourself to blame if you didn't get there.
Well, you can't drive out of the country.
Yeah, so you only have yourself to blame.
I guess you can drive out of the country, technically. Anyway, what was your holiday like? Do you avoid travel? Are you like me? Is everything a carry-on situation? We want to hear from you guys.
Definitely.
And the best way to follow up with us to find out what we're up to, you can find us at... It's the first one of the year. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, at Bubble Bath Stories. Oh, and Instagram.
You said Instagram.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Take 2. Wait. Go. You can find us at Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, at Bubble Bath Stories.
You can find me at Got No Time For This on Instagram.
And you can find me at Nicky Trendz on Instagram. And if you're looking to get some official merchandise to really be a part of the Rubber Ducky gang, head over to bubblebathstories.co for official merchandise. Until then, duckies.
Bye.
Bye.